papers. Can you get onto the council?
Officer! Officer! Over here!
Hang on, someone's waving at me.
Quickly! She's been hurt! Quickly! This way! She's not saying anything.
Did you see anything?
I did. Put up a good fight.
Sierra Oscar from 181 receiving.
West side of the Common, Victoria Road. Over.
Mugger's Paradise.
We're on our way. Over.
Witness states there was one assailant, young male. Data's already there.
Message received. Only open space for miles. You can't go on it without being jumped.
Deakin. Kenneth Deakin. Got him for a mugging a while back.
What are you doing?
Maybe he didn't learn his lesson. Quick, he's legging it.
Yeah? Morning, Alistair. It's robbery initiative. Listen update. Well, yeah. In a nutshell, we're losing impetus. It's the same old story.
Oh, and I probably don't need to hear it.
The PR and building up the database we can just about cope with.
But the surveillance?
That's right. This morning, for example, we had 2 kids we wanted to look at, separate jobs, 4 uniform lined up, and they all get pulled out at the last minute. I mean, it's absurd.
Yeah, it's an endemic problem, resources. It's like liaison. Continual cause for concern. Have you had a few words with Inspector Monroe?
I've been through the whole operation with Chief Inspector Conway.
I see.
All coming back to you, is it?
Yeah, well, thanks anyway, sir. Someone will call you later. I'm going with her to the hospital.
Okay. Witness?
Yeah, he's willing to give a statement, but he hasn't got much to give. You took your time.
Yeah. Picked up Kenneth Deakin doing a run of the other side of the Common.
You think he might have done this?
Strong chance, I'd say. It's vicious enough.
Well, what did he have on him?
One full of tenors? Got a feeling, Narika. You wait.
I ain't done nothing except take a stroll. You lifting me for that? He's nipped me before, you know. At the trial, they said he was overzealous. He's got it in for me, your mate. Only this time, I ain't done nothing.
Well, what about his clothes, then? What colours?
Well, dark. I wasn't that near.
Have you got any idea what he was wearing on top? Was it a jacket, anorak, sweater?
Sweater. I think.
A dark sweater?
Yes.
Black? Black sweater.
You're speaking to the converted, Jack. I've been firmly behind the initiative right from the start.
We're all behind it. We all want young thugs off the streets. It's getting sufficient bodies on the streets, and that's a different matter. We were promised Hollis, Stringer.
I've been through all this with Alistair. You know how it is, with all the goodwill in the world.
I don't want goodwill, Derek. I want bodies, otherwise the whole operation falls flat. And that means none of us look any good when the DAC asks about progress so far.
Can I suggest you narrow the field a bit? I can't give you officers to chase half the known villains on the manor.
Okay. If we give you a name, will you try and give us a couple of uniforms?
I'll have a word with Andrew, all right?
It's a fit-up. You've got nothing on me.
Come on, lad.
I have to say, Steve, I'm not too sure about this one myself.
Oh, come on, Sarge. Reasonable grounds. He was near the scene of the crime. Previous similar offence. Eyewitness testimony.
It's iffy.
I know he did it, Sarge. He's got a gut feeling.
Yeah, well, so have I.
Don't worry, Sarge. He'll crack. He did before.
The only reason he cracked before is because you had 2 reliable witnesses. It was his first offence. But the best you can hope for is that your victim comes up with a good description.
Any word of her yet?
No, she's still unconscious.
She took a terrible beating. We're going to get a couple, Sarge, and we'll have a go at him.
All right.
What's with you?
Nothing. I can't get that excited over a lost cause, that's all.
Look, if you'd seen what was done to
No, you don't
her-
understand. I want to get someone for this as badly as you do, but I'm telling you, you won't nail Deakin.
I I got him before. I'll get him again. Steve, suspect for mugging.
Better get the details to CID.
Sarge?
Robbery initiative.
Oh, right. Later, maybe. I'm not in a suit to take over this one.
It's like talking to a wall. I was on my way round to see a mate, OK?
His name?
Alec Harvey.
Address?
19 Woodrose Avenue. It's down the way.
I know where it is, thanks. And the dosh?
It's mine, innit?
Oh, yeah. Been saving up, have you?
I won a ton on the horses, as it happens.
Don't waste my time, Deacon.
Don't talk to me like that. You know what happened last time?
You were convicted last time, that's what happened.
Yeah, but the judge weren't too happy with you, was he?
Happy enough to sentence you? OK. You were on your way to see a mate. You passed by the common. You saw a woman.
No.
Who else did you see?
I saw no one.
There was an old man, but you reckon he was far enough away. What happened next?
I saw no one.
How can we help you?
A woman was mugged this morning. I want to see somebody about it.
Let's go over it one more time, shall we?
For God's sake.
A word, please. Both of you.
Sergeant Cryer enters room. Interview suspended.
Any progress?
Well, I reckon...
No, Sarge. It's a waste of time.
Cheers, mate. He's guilty, Sarge. I know it.
Really? Well, there's a young lad at the front desk named Robert Gale. He's come in connection with the mugging on the common.
Mm-hmm.
He says he did it.
We could just pick one name at random.
We could, but I reckon this operation would benefit from a more logical approach. Give me some details of these lads.
There's Barrington. He's been done twice. Donald's out on bail for the last one.
Do any of them have a particular MO, specialising in old ladies, violence?
Deacon hospitalised his last victim. Harvey's been known to use his fist quite freely.
Let's start with them. Sounds like the manor would be well rid of either of them.
This boy, Robert Gale. Any chance I talk to Stephen Barry about him?
Do you know him?
Well, sort of. His dad runs my local corner shop. Have his parents been told, by the way?
He's phoned his mother. She's on her way. Is there a problem?
I'm just very surprised, that's all. I'd have never said he was the sort.
Tell me. Have you got a gut feeling?
Well, that and the fact that he brought himself in.
It's called remorse. Perhaps more frequent in those that aren't the sort. Yeah, why not? Can't do any harm. Have a word with the mother first.
Cheers.
So why'd you give yourself up?
Didn't want you fitting anybody else up.
Oh, yeah, like who?
I don't know. Whoever you wanted. That's what your copper's doing, it.
Nice of you to save us the trouble.
Wasn't it?
Can you talk us through the attack again?
Look, I've told you once.
So you came up behind her. What happened next?
I grabbed her bag.
And then?
Well, she wouldn't let go. Stupid cow.
So?
So I hear.
How many times? She's received very severe injuries.
Look, I just wanted to get the bag. If she'd let go, I wouldn't have touched her.
So you eventually got the bag?
Yeah. Took the purse out of it and threw the bag in the hedge.
What was in the purse?
£4. Maybe a bit more.
Which is what you had on you when you came in?
Yeah.
You took nothing else? Checkbook, credit cards? £4? Think that was worth it?
Alec Harvey, known to be active, 19 Woodrose Avenue.
All right, I'll see what I can do.
I'd like to impress on Andrew how much we'd appreciate it.
I doubt that'll cut much ice. How many do you want?
As many as we can get.
Well, I'll ask him for 4. You should get 2.
Sign there.
You people don't give a toss, do you? Grab the first geezer you see off the street, give him aggravation. I should be making a complaint about you, especially about him.
These mistakes do occur.
Know your trouble. You're trying too hard to make a name for yourselves. I can go now, can I?
Barry.
Go on.
There's a young man who is not high on my party list.
Yeah.
You're happy with Gal's story, are you?
I reckon he was put up to it. Handed the stuff over to whoever, but refuses to grass on him.
Yeah, well, we've got to prove that theory. And as you haven't come up with much, do you mind if June has a chat with him?
June? Why?
Well, she thinks she knows him.
Inside me, like. I just can't believe it, but... Look, if you'd asked me, 6 months ago, I'd have said no way. Absolutely no way. Nice kid and all that. Soft, but straightforward, you know?
So what's gone wrong?
Bad company, I think.
You think?
He never tells me nothing. He used to be keen on his football, but he gave that up. Now I never know where he is.
Well, you don't know who he's been mixing with?
It's just what you hear, you know. His mates never come round to the shop or nothing.
Have you tried asking him what he's up to?
Once or twice I did, at the start. He just clammed up. After that, I was afraid to.
What? Afraid you might antagonise him, make things worse, hmm?
There was that, I suppose, but I was scared as well of what Robert would say if he did start talking.
Could he be easily lent on?
Yes, I think so.
Do you know the names of these mates of his?
There's one top dog. I remember, I've heard his name. Deacon.
Miss Green, I'm WPC Data from Sun Hill. I've come about what happened this morning. I wondered if I could ask you a few questions.
I saw him. Well, not his face. If I did, I can't remember. I'm sorry, I do want to help. I had a handbag. Black leather. It's not been found?
No.
Inside a red purse with gold clasps. About £40 in cash, I think. Tell me, do I look really terrible? The nurse wouldn't give me a mirror, so I guess I must look pretty awful. He had blonde hair. Oh, mousy. Jacket. Light blue jeans.
What colour was the jacket?
Blue. Dark blue.
Do you want Gail out?
No, not for the minute. Did Steve pull Deacon in for this mugging?
Yeah, he had a gut feeling, apparently, but not much else. I'll let him go. Why?
Well, Gail's mum says that Robert hangs around with Deacon. Now, he could have easily pressurised him into it, or even told him to put his hands up.
Well, I don't see how Deacon could have told Gail that. He's been here all morning.
Well, it's just a thought.
Perhaps I was a bit previous in letting him go.
I shouldn't think he's gone very far. Look, I'm going to grab a cup of tea, and then I'll have Gail in, if that's all right.
Yeah, right.
Cheers.
Well, now Miss Marple's on the case, we've got nothing to worry about.
Hey?
You are well out of order.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I don't agree.
Ignore him, June. He's got the hump because he thought he had a cough and now it's going sour on him.
Oh, look, come on. I cleared it with the skipper. And if what I'm
Forget
doing
it,
means...
June.
What's his problem?
Tired and emotional.
Steve, where did Deacon say he was going when you picked him up?
See a mate, someone Harvey.
Did he mention Gail?
No.
Are you and Barry busy?
Not anymore, Sarge, no.
Well, this'll cheer you up. I want you to go and have another chat with Deacon.
What?
He's going to love us.
Why?
Apparently, Deacon is a friend of Gail's, so-called.
I knew we shouldn't have let him go.
Yeah, I know, but it was June who found out, not you. Now, ask Deacon when he last saw Gail, because if they were together this morning, it could help prove your theory.
Right.
So we just follow him until he mugs somebody?
That's about the size of it, yes.
Well, what if he hasn't by the end of the shift?
Look, I asked for 4 officers. I got you. Harvey's your target. Get up behind him. If he commits a crime, arrest him. It's simple, OK? Off you pop.
I want you to talk about this attack, Robert.
I've said it all already.
Yeah, I know, but I want you to start again. From the beginning. Very simple things. For instance, I'd like to know what this woman looked like. How old was she? What was she wearing?
I can't remember.
Well, you must be able to remember something. If you really did do it.
Well, of course I did it. You asked the other coppers. I told them I couldn't remember.
I have. One detail, Robert. That's all I want. The colour of her coat, if she was wearing a coat. You came up on her from behind, you said. Come on, one detail.
No. Happened very fast.
Maybe, but you remembered it well enough to come in and confess. Look, Robert, this woman has suffered appalling injuries. Now, any mugging is bad enough, but she was really viciously attacked. Now, I don't think whoever committed that crime should be allowed to go free, do you? Your mother was telling me...
Yeah? Well, she knows nothing.
She was telling me that you hang around with a gang.
It's not a gang. They're just mates of mine. She should keep her mouth shut.
Yeah, I expect she's only trying to help.
Look, I don't want to hear about it.
All right, let's talk about your friends then.
They're just mates.
Live near you, do they?
Some of them.
Can you give me their names?
No. No way.
You don't want to grass on your mates, eh?
Look, there's nothing to grass about. I did it. I mugged her.
Oh, man, this is harassment. I'm making a complaint against you two.
Yeah, all right, but after we've asked you some more questions. Can we come in?
Nah, no way.
Have you got a mate called Robert Gale?
What? Why?
When did you last see him?
A couple of days ago. Monday. I don't know. Guy's a tosser.
Not a friend?
No, just hangs around us. Complete loser.
Oh, sues us.
My mates. And don't ask for any names because you're not getting any.
Thanks very much, Mr. Deacon. You've been a great help. 19 Woodrose Avenue, then. Where Deacon said he was going when we picked him up. His mate, Harvey. If Deacon knows Harvey, then maybe Harvey knows Gale. Yeah.
Can you tell me what it felt like when you hit her?
What do you mean?
Or did you enjoy it? Do you feel sorry about what you've done to her?
Look, what do you want me to do? Send her flowers?
So you don't feel sorry then?
No.
You said this morning that you gave yourself up because you didn't want anyone else to be fitted up. Can you explain that? I mean, did you have anyone particular in mind?
No.
Did you know if we'd arrested anyone for the attack?
No.
Oh, so you just thought that in case we did arrest someone, you'd better come in and give yourself up. Is that right?
Something like that.
So you're a man of conscience then?
No.
Well, you can't have it both ways, Robert. Are you a thug, the genuine article, or aren't you?
Go on, she'll go.
I spy with my little eye. Something.
We thought it dead.
Sierra Oscar from 218.
Go ahead, George.
If the go's been given to pick up our target, I wish someone had told us.
Sorry, George, I don't know what you're talking about.
Dave and I have been seconded to the robbery initiative. We're targeting Alec Harvey, but Barry and Steve have just turned up. They're now at the front door.
OK, George, hang on. 577 from Sierra Oscar.
577 receiving.
Barry, get out of there. You and Steve are about to balls up a CID operation.
The house is
Some
under
Hill police were here in
observation.
connection with an
Leave
incident this
now.
morning.
Too late, Skip. We're already in.
Mind if we come in?
218 from Sierra Oscar.
Go ahead, Skip.
Looks like the wheels come off, George. Just sit tight. I'll go and give the good news to the DCI. See what he wants to do about it.
What was it the Greeks used to do to the messenger?
Camel.
You've a son named Alec.
Yes.
Is he home?
Yeah, lazy git. You come to take him away? Do me a favour, I can tell you.
What about a kid called Kenneth Deakin?
Oh, he's another one, right pair of... Well, I'm Alec's mother, so I shouldn't say. I haven't seen Ken today. Robert's been round.
Robert Gale?
Yeah,
What time was this, Mrs. Harvey?
early. Before 9. He didn't stay.
Why wasn't I told about the mugging this morning?
I don't know, sir. I couldn't say.
So Loxton and Stringer have already interviewed 2 suspects and now they're safely tucked up inside our target's house.
Yep, that appears to be it, sir.
We set up the initiative, we do all the groundwork, and then everybody mentally consigns it to the bin. When Loxton and Stringer get back, I wouldn't mind having a word.
I'll make sure they get the message, sir.
This one.
Alec, police. We'd like a word in connection with a mugging this morning.
I think your mates put pressure on you, didn't they?
What, to mug the woman, you mean?
No, Robert, to take the blame for it. I expect he had form, didn't he? This mate of yours that mugged her.
I mugged her.
But you had a clean sheet. So this mate of yours, he suggests to you that you get off lightly, well, fairly lightly, if you owned up to it. Is that right?
Look, I mugged her, you stupid bitch.
He must have panicked a bit when Deakin got pulled, afraid that he'd be next. So then he works on you, he threatens you maybe. And you think to yourself, well, at least I'll get my full club membership this way, become one of the lads, good and proper.
Look, I mugged her. You've got to believe that. Please.
I'm sorry, Robert.
Please.
What we want, Alec, is to be absolutely certain Gale's guilty.
He's guilty, all right.
You sure?
Well, he brought himself in, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. How did you know? That your jacket?
No, it's my granddad's.
Mind if I take a look?
Yeah, I do, mind.
Take it easy, Alec.
Would you like to explain that?
Morning.
So I put up a bit of a fight.
Yes, sir.
You must have hacked him off. I know how he feels. Is there any particular reason you didn't tell DS Greig about your suspects?
Didn't make the connection between a mugging and the robbery initiative, sir.
What about you, Stringer? Didn't you make the connection either?
No, sir.
It's a pity. It's a nice piece of work, figuring out the Harvey involvements. Would have helped if you'd have pooled your information, though, wouldn't you say?
Yes, sir.
Well, next time, remember. Right, you can go.
All right, thanks. Nice result. Bit of interdepartmental cooperation could work wonders.
Bit of interdepartmental communication wouldn't go amiss.